Boy, oh boy, am I having a fun time relearning the same lessons. Today's lesson, how important sleep is to me, and what garbage happens in my life when I don't prioritize it, when I don't focus on it, when I let it slip away. These last 2 days, I would have categorized very closely with a type of burnout, right? But I don't think it was complete burnout. I think it was just more extreme exhaustion. And I say extreme, honestly, it wasn't extreme. It wasn't even that terrible. It's like I was getting for the last week, just about 7 hours of sleep each night. But here's the thing. I was just slightly under my, what would it be called? My sleep need or whatever. So every single day I was just racking up just a little bit of sleep debt, I guess we will call it. And ultimately, day by day, that building up on itself, also compounded with the fact that, I could be pretty sensitive to certain things in my environment, whether that's the work that I have to do. Sometimes it's social situations, sometimes it's noises, and sometimes it's bright lights. I don't know, kind of regular stuff, I think. But all of that together every single day, and then working out many days of the week, to a degree, I just kept pushing my body and pushing my mind further and further and further, to the point that yesterday I think I had a complete shutdown. Yesterday, I pretty much did what I had to do, then laid in bed for most of the afternoon/evening, right? I'm proud of myself. I still was at work, still got myself to the gym, even though I went pretty light. I got myself there, and that's all that really mattered to me. I recorded my video, and that's all that really mattered to me. Even if it wasn't my best work, because I know it wasn't, showing up is what matters to me, because I know that if I at least have the habit of showing up, I could do better next time. And so last night I prioritized sleep. I went to bed, much earlier than normal. And even when I woke up this morning, I actually, did what I had to do. I drove my little brother to school, and then I went back to bed for another nap, because I was like, I really just want to solidify this sleep time. And the fact that I feel as good as I do right now compared to yesterday tells me, Philip, for these past few weeks, you have been really focused on sleep consistency, but it's a level of sleep consistency that was sacrificing how much sleep you needed, right? So basically, I wasn't getting enough sleep, but at least I was getting the same amount of not enough sleep every single night, right? So that wasn't helping. And now I'm kind of back to this almost baseline, and I feel it. I feel it inside my entire body, that I have a level of energy that I need in order to at least function in the morning, get my routines done, and, go throughout the day. So, lesson learned. I say lesson learned, but dude, I learned that lesson over and over and over again. And all that means is I'm not creating a good type of reminder, a good type of system to get myself to remember what my list of priorities have to be. I start shifting my priorities when I think, oh yeah, I have it on lock. But when my priorities shift and I realize that I put something above sleep, right? Then, slowly but surely, I start feeling the effects, and I start wondering why. Last night, I'm sitting there, I'm laying there, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? What am I doing? Why am I feeling this way? I was started praying. I was like, God, please help me. Please show me the direction of what I need to do, of the next step. And I went to bed on that thought. I just accepted that, I've been messing up recently, and I don't know what to do, not in that moment, and I just have to figure it out tomorrow. I had to let tomorrow be tomorrow. I had to stop worrying about it last night. That allowed me to fall asleep nice and easy, nice and smoothly. And then I woke up being like, wow, sleep really did just fix every single one of my problems. And, that's probably because I am, someone who regularly gets the sleep that I need. So I know how much I function without it. I know a lot of people that just to begin with don't get enough sleep. And so, oopsie whoopsie, alarm went off. They're living in that state of exhaustion, but they think that's normal. So they think they're functioning well. But in reality, if they got a week of like solid sleep every single night, they would realize going back to what they have now is actually hurting them. And who knows, maybe I am just a bit more sensitive to it. Who knows, maybe it is just a little bit more important to me to get that sleep. And I could preach about sleep every single day for the rest of my life. But for starters, I have to focus on myself and make sure I'm getting what I need. Time check. I still got 2 minutes of jumping left. So that's my focus of today. I decided to record because I was jumping on this trampoline. I was like, I need to really solidify this. I need to do something about it. Oh, maybe I'll write on the whiteboard. I was talking about it a few days ago. I got my whiteboard way over there. About changing up what's on that. Maybe I just add to it, and I just write out what my list of priorities have to be. Because eventually, if I just like lock in on that, and I always know, if time is tight, what do I focus on? I'll be set. I'll be so good. We got 1 more minute. So for today, I hope you don't make the same mistakes I do. I hope you learn from my mistakes, but I also hope that you are learning from your own mistakes. Whatever that may look like for you, whatever you have going on, whatever pain or struggles you have, it won't last forever. I can promise you that. Good times are coming, and I want you to know that when those good times come, look back on today. Look back on these moments and really see what you could learn from them. What could you adopt? What could you change? What could you shift in your life so that you feel good more often? That's the game I'm playing, this optimization game of making sure I get as much as I can done, the most impact I can, while also feeling the best I can, right? Because I don't want to sacrifice, my own well-being for impact only to not have any well-being or any impact later, So I'm out here focusing on when I have 100% to give, I give 100%, right? If I'm at 50, I can only give 50. That's how it works. So learn today, love today. You know how it is. You know how it be. You deserve it. You deserve those feel-good feelings. I'm going to probably go do some cooking, and then I'm going to go, head to the gym for a little bit. Shorter day because I did nap a bit. And then get to work and have a good time, enjoying the company of the people around me. And I'm ready for it. I feel more ready for it today than I did yesterday. So until we meet again, until next time, just remember to always fill up with the love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.